Hello everyone, it is NASCAR Network here, back with another video, and Xfinity silly season is heating up. So today, two pieces of news came out, one regarding the future of a driver, and the other regarding the future of a team. Now we're going to start with the one about the team, because I feel like that's going to be the one that's covered less. But the news, it was posted on JSki this afternoon at around 12, and CHK Racing is reverting its name back to Harmon Racing, or MHR, for the 2024 season. Mike Harmon, who has 291 NASCAR Xfinity starts, which goes for 27th on the all-time starts list, by the way, he said, quote, "Last year was not what I had envisioned. We were sold a bunch of goods from a so-called partner who said they'd help move our program forward, both with financial investments and help getting us marketing partners. We didn't get what was promised to us. The only thing we got was abandoned and an attempt to ruin our reputation. While the weather wasn't much of a help to begin our season, especially with no points going into Daytona, it made it tough for the first half of the season. It wasn't fair to our long-term partners that still believe in us and to our fans who support us that the help wasn't there until we began to run better. The partner, then they took valuable sponsorship to other teams in an attempt to shut us down. This is his track record, though. We knew better. Racing is hard enough. The Xfinity Series has some of the toughest competition I've seen in years. You can't race on empty promises. MHR is fully committed to quality starts and finishes. At MHR, our marketing partners are a top priority, ensuring that their brand is recognized and value is added. To the fans who support us, we appreciate them all, and they are never forgotten." End quote. So basically what it's sounding like is that other guy who came in and put the C in there, and the K, or I don't even remember. I don't remember who the guy was. There was this other racing guy who came in, and they kind of took the guys' names and they mushed it all together into one new team to turn Mike Harmon Racing into CHK Racing. And I remember that the H stands for Harmon, but I believe the C and the K stand for at least one other person, as he did say partner in his quote. But, I'm recording this outside. If you keep up with one of my other channels, you know that I've been having to do that lately. But whoever it was, he was not holding up his end of the deal, basically scamming the team out of what they had been promised. And we all saw how bad, unfortunately, CHK was throughout the entirety of 2023. Lots of DNQs, lots of bad runs. They had a solid run here and there. I believe with Dawson Cram, they got a top 20 at Texas. So they did have a solid run from time to time, but it was a really bad season. I believe this will be one of the first times in a while Mike Harmon doesn't make a start, as Mike Harmon himself DNQ'd his one attempt, if I'm remembering correctly. It was at Talladega, just like has been recently, and he didn't even make the field. So not a good year for CHK at all. So it's good to see that they're getting rid of the guy or group who was giving them all the issues there that were causing them to do so badly. What am I even saying anymore? But whatever it is, I hope we can see MHR improve next year. The only problem is now we have two MHRs again, because of course there's the Xfinity team, Mike Harmon Racing. Then there's MHR in the Truck Series, McAnally Hillam. I can't remember the guy's name. But now there's two MHRs. Now, in other news that I'm sure got a lot of people excited, the rumors. The rumors are true. NASCAR.com's Zach Sterniolo, I think I said that right. Zach Sterniolo posted an article titled "Josh Williams Joins Kaulig Racing for Full-Time Xfinity Series Campaign in 2024, saying that Kaulig officially confirmed the move for Josh Williams to drive the number 11 Chevrolet with primary sponsorship from Alloy Employer Services in 2024. And the article goes on to detail Josh Williams' career. He's 30 years old, from Florida, and has made 186 starts in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 167 of them came with the team he's been with, DGM Racing, Mario Gosselin's team, former co-owner of the team that Josh Williams owns that's run truck and ARCA in the past. So a very, very long partnership there coming to an end. 167 starts for the team. Remember this year he ran the 92 car again and had the, as it's been put, infamous incident at Atlanta where he stopped his car, parked it on the front stretch, walked away after they were trying to flag him for the damage or whatever that he had, the tape, I believe it was the tape that was coming off. So it's really cool to see Josh Williams do this. He made his Xfinity debut back in 2016, so it'll have been 8 years now. It'll have been 8 years since he first started a race. 2016 is the same year, though, that he did win 2 ARCA Menard Series races. So it's really awesome to see him get bumped up. I've always rooted for the underdogs. Josh Williams, I've always been a fan of him, and it's really great to see him progressing in his career. It goes on to detail that he only has 11 top 10 finishes in those 186 starts, but they all were with DGM Racing, and he did get them at any track type imaginable, as it says. Short tracks, super speedways, intermediates, and all the other ovals along the way, His personal best finish was actually almost a top 5 at Kansas Speedway back in 2020, a 6th place finish. Chris Rice says, quote, Josh Williams has fought tooth and nail for everything in his racing career, and we're really excited to have him race for us. We love his energy and passion at the track, and we think his personality and drive will fit right in with the Kaulig racing culture, end quote. And Josh Williams said, quote, we started working on this deal actually last year, just kind of having some conversations and developing the friendship a little bit. And then this year, it kind of got a little bit more serious. They felt like I was a good fit over there for those guys and what they're trying to accomplish. This is a tough sport. There's only so many seats, and there's way more drivers than seats. It's a cool opportunity, man. And I know a lot of the guys that work over there at Kaulig. I've known them all the way back from the ARCA days. There's quite a few of us in the shop that have had relationships over the past 10 or 15 years. I think it's going to be really good, man. They've got really fast race cars and really good people and a lot of resources. He continued on by saying, there's always pressure, right? In years past, it's like, well, shoot, Josh finished 10th. That's awesome. They're not supposed to do that. But now it's like, oh man, Josh finished 10th. They should have won the race. So yeah, there's a little bit of pressure there. But it's going to come to us for sure. And then once everybody kind of gets to see each other and we all start jiving and everybody's rowing up the same direction, I think we're going to be up front every week. When you're driving for a smaller team and you're limited on resources, you're limited on cars, you've kind of got to take a different approach at the way you drive, the way you race, the way you handle the race. So I've kind of got to prepare myself to race a little bit different, kind of be more aggressive from start to finish, and really push the equipment every lap because that it's got the ability to win races. So Josh Williams is very confident in his new contract and the team he's going to race for next year, and it would be really great to see him up front. Chris Esty of Alloy said, Josh Williams represents the spirit of racing as we know and love it. We are excited and confident in his potential for the 2024 season. His blend of competitive edge, skill, and sportsmanship promotes a super opportunity for him and all his sponsors. For all of us to be aligned with Kaulig Racing produces a powerful recipe, end quote. So it's going to be, he does have a good sponsor lined up as well, a sponsor that's backing him, a sponsor that's going to sponsor him throughout a lot of the races. But Kaulig Racing did say that he'll have a host of long-term and new partners along with Alloy. So a lot of sponsorship for Josh Williams. So it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see what's going on with Josh Williams and how he's now moving up the ladder. So he went from being a small-time racer and then an ARCA winner and almost 200 Xfinity starts later, and most of them coming with the same team, and only 11 top 10s, Josh Williams is now going to be racing for a competitive team. And maybe in a few years, he could be in the Cup Series if he does his job right at Kaulig. We have seen him in the Cup Series getting next-gen experience already. If you think back to last year, 2022, when he ran a few road courses for Live Fast Motorsports, whatever they call it these days. It's either Live Fast Racing, I don't know. I am messing myself up right now, I apologize, but he did run for Live Fast. I remember him running at passing car, excuse me. I do remember him running at the Indy Road Course, and he was getting next-gen experience, which is useful. So because Kaulig is a team in both series, who knows where we could see Josh in the next few years if things don't work out with Hemrick in the Cup Series either. So yeah, that's about it. CHK Racing turning back to Mike Harmon Racing, and Josh Williams has found himself a competitive full-time Xfinity ride. So I think that's going to about wrap up this almost 11-minute video at this point. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below. What do you think about the rebrand back to MHR? How do you think MHR is going to do next year? How do you think Josh Williams is going to do next year with Kaulig? Again, comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like the video, and I just want to thank all of you, any of you returning viewers of the almost 1,700 views I got on my NASCAR crashes of 2023, where I took a crash from all the series, or probably almost every series. There's probably one or two really small ones that I missed. But I want to thank you guys for all the support on that. And if you watch Misscraft, wait to see me in there soon, I guess, because he did start that new project with the form where you can submit your stop motions, and I have submitted a few of my short ones so far, so you might see me on there really soon. So yeah, that's going to about wrap it up. This is a very, very long outro. But again, I thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to have more good stuff coming out soon. But until next time, signing off.